Jungle.
We want some closure. Even as the guardians of missing Manchester schoolboy Jaden Smith on Friday welcomed the wedding of search by the police to locate him, they are living in fear, claiming that they have received threats amid the child's disappearance. Omar Thompson, Jaden's uncle-in-law, said the threats have been flooded by constant misinformation. We want some closure. You see the police here. I told them you can search anywhere they want, and if they want to come back, they are free to come. Because even last night I heard somebody say, we kill him and we throw him in a pit. I opened the pit and showed the police. I carried them right around the whole house, and if they want to go into the bushes, there I am willing to follow them. I don't have anything to hide, Thompson told journalists on Friday. Exactly 2 weeks after Jaden was reported missing. I am afraid to go on the road. That is why I am glad the search is here and that they came this morning. I told my wife that I am not going on any search because I don't know who might be out there. If my life is in danger, people say I look wicked. It's better to say I am ugly, but don't say I am wicked, added Thompson. On Friday, the Jamaica Constabulary Force utilized drones from its Specialized Operations Manned Aerial Vehicle Service using dogs and its canine unit and personnel from its missing persons desk, as well as Newport Police, to comb Jaden's family home and surrounding areas. The search yielded no result. Thompson reflected on Jaden's upbringing at his home on Wales Newport, Manchester. We're not coping well. The only thing I would love is to find him. Jaden, our mother little baby. When I look into it, Jaden is a willing little boy, he said in reference to the boy's helpfulness at his home. To know say him get up from over 2 weeks now and you don't see him, you have to really wonder what happened. When we took Jaden, he was not even going to school. We carried him through the basic school system, right through to Betaba Primary, stated Thompson. Jaden made me feel more than proud when he became the top boy from Betabra. I can't say the big word that I hear my wife call, so I just say the top boy, added Thompson in reference to Jaden being the valedictorian at the school's last graduation. He said he remained puzzled by the 12 years old disappearance as he recalled his last encounter with his nephew. When you look for him to come home at evening time and you don't see him, you wonder what happened. I don't know what happened. Jaden, no give no trouble. When Jaden was leaving Friday morning, I gave him his lunch money, 1,500. He said he took up 2,000 out of the saving pan to buy pizza. I said, no problem, are your money. When I reached out on the road, I said to him, Jaden, my father said if you can't be good, be careful. He said yes, Uncle Brother, and he jumped into a taxi. From that, me no see him again, Thompson stated. I know that the heart of man is desperately wicked, but I am not wicked. The amount of children I raise here, I raise more than 10 children here, because even the young man there, Jaden's adult brother, I will raise him from him a little pitney till him come turn big man, added Thompson. Jaden reportedly went missing after leaving school on September 26. Police on Thursday said they have followed up several reported sights of the child but expressed concern regarding prank calls. We don't have any information to suggest that he was being abused where he was. We are not sure if these are really the signs of Jaden. We have heard persons say they thought that they saw him and it was mistaken identity. We have been getting a lot of prank calls about Jaden, commanding officer for Manchester Superintendent Kerry Duncan said on Thursday. And Marie Thompson, Jaden's aunt and guardian, sought to clarify a media report regarding this child emptying his savings. When persons are saying that Jaden emptied his savings or he used a card and withdrew from the machine, Jaden doesn't have a bank account. Jaden doesn't have a debit card. Jaden may have $2,600 in the little box he was saving. I gave him the little box to save in, and he took out $2,000 saying he was going to buy pizza or whatever. He left the silver coins in the box, so he didn't empty his saving. It wasn't a count, it was a little box that he was saving into. So I want to make that clear, because persons are speculating that he emptied the whole saving pan, she stated. Crime officer for Manchester Deputy Superintendent Dennis Simpson warned the public that it is an offense to conceal the whereabouts and/or hide missing children amid the ongoing search for Jaden. It is an offense to be harboring Jaden without reporting this to the police to assist our efforts in finding him. So if you're doing so, please desist, stated Thompson.
We have been getting a lot of prank calls about Jaden. So I also want to use this opportunity to tell persons out there that just put yourself in the parents of this young man. And if you intend to make a prank call, just look at the far-reaching effect that it can have on these persons. So I'm just imploring you to desist from making those calls. If you see Jaden, we want to know where Jaden is. But if you don't see him, we can understand that also. We have been getting a lot of prank calls about Jaden. So I also want to use this opportunity to tell persons out there that just put yourself in the parents of this young man. And if you intend to make a prank call, just look at the far-reaching effect that it can have on these persons. So I'm just imploring you to desist from making those calls. If you see Jaden, we want to know where Jaden is. But if you don't see him, we can understand that also. Our detectives work assiduously to bring some level of closure to what is happening. And I want to take this appeal to say that personal persons can implore the young lady's father, Mr. Lawrence Sargent. He is somebody we believe can help us in advancing our investigation. So we are asking him just please to make contact with us at the Christiana Police Station or at the Mandeville Police Station. We have been gathering a lot of and depending heavily right now on forensic evidence, and a lot of it, I might add, but we are well advanced in our investigation, but it can take us a little bit further if we get to speak to our father.
It's an offense to be harboring Jaden without reporting this to the police to assist our efforts in finding him. So if you are doing so, please desist. We'll leave no effort unturned until we locate Jaden. And Jaden, if you are out there, I just want you to come into the police, come into your relatives. They are concerned. And I want to implore the public, if there's anyone out there who knows the whereabouts of Jaden, just to cooperate with us so, the relatives can unite with him and be happy again.
Health Ministry developing training manual for school cooks. The Health Ministry, with funding from the United Nations Children's Fund (UNICEF), is developing curriculum and training manuals to equip school cooks with knowledge and skills in healthy eating. Making the disclosure, State Minister Crystal Lee said standardized recipes will also be developed for schools. At least 200 cooks will be trained in 2026 to 2027 by nutrition staff and an executive chef, she shared. Lee was addressing the Heart Foundation of Jamaica's Let's Implement the National School Nutrition Policy mass media campaign launched held at the Terra Nova All Suite Hotel on Thursday. She pointed out that the ministry has already undertaken an assessment of healthy eating environments in school with a view to determine the readiness for the implementation of the policy. More than 200 schools have been assessed with a focus in food safety, hygiene, training, nutritional quality, and overall administrative practices. Furthermore, the ministry will be collaborating with the Ministry of Education, Skills, Youth and Information and UNICEF to revise existing recipes manuals to ensure they are compliant with the National School Nutrition Standards, Lee noted. The revision process is set to begin this month, followed by the initial testing of recipes, which is planned for December 2025. The state minister informed that taste testing by students is being planned for January 2026. Lab testing for nutrients of concern will be done by February 2026 and the recipes finalized by the end of March 2026. What we have before us is a blueprint for a healthier generation and the opportunity to secure the future of Jamaica, Lee added. She reasoned that the ministry will not be passive in its approach and is taking steps through the cabinet-approved policy to ensure that the spaces where food is prepared and served for children promotes health and safety. The framework of this policy guarantees access to nutritious, balanced meals that fuel learning and growth while encouraging movement and exercise as daily habits. We recognize that good nutrition is not just a health issue, nor is it a private matter. It is about access, opportunity, and national development. When our children are healthy, they learn better, dream bigger, and continue to be more meaningful to society, she underscored. Lee said implementation of the school nutrition policy must signal the beginning of a cultural shift where every school becomes an oasis of wellness and every child is empowered to thrive. To subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.